Good evening. Good evening, beautiful people. My name is TiaraSharde, and it is time for I'll tell you a story about my encounter with a goddess. How exciting. Hey y'all, welcome. How you guys doing? I hope all is well and you're having a great evening thus far. So it's been a while since I've done I'll tell you a story. I was wondering if you guys even liked it, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go live right now. It's like midnight. I wonder if anybody's up, and I see that people are up. Hey, how you doing? Come on in, come on in. I have some candles lit over here. It's gonna be a nice intimate session. You guys already know on I'll tell you a story. Um, So, a couple of announcements before we get started in tonight's little story. Um, I want you guys to make sure you sign up for the Goddess Archetype quiz. Make sure you take the Goddess Archetype quiz. Make sure you click the links in all of my Instagram posts, the link in my bio, because I've been sending you guys emails about the Embodying the Goddess program, also the challenge that's coming up next Wednesday, the 11th through the 13th. It's going to be a 3-day live. It's completely free of charge. It's just to vibe with my fellow goddesses. And we're talking about, goddess spirituality and the divine feminine energies and how you can tap into that energy within yourself for healing, for abundance, for self-love, launch your own business like I did. So let's get started and I'll tell you a story, okay? Um, so my encounter with a goddess took place in Costa Rica. Well, it may have taken place, and it actually did take place a couple, maybe years before that, right? I was so intrigued by goddess Isis and goddess Oshun, and so I purchased this oracle deck. Um, and it had the goddesses on it. It had many goddesses that I didn't know. Hey, welcome those who just joined in. Thanks for the thumbs up. Hey, what's up, Benjamin? Hey, what's up, Shelly Shell? How y'all doing? Welcome. Um, so I got into, goddess spirituality in Costa Rica. Excuse me, let's get some tunes, right? Um, Hang on. I had a playlist, but it obviously messed up. So in Costa Rica. Thank you for the waves and everything. Hey Gigi, how y'all doing? How's everybody? Um so yeah, I was in Costa Rica. Many of you know, but just in case you're new to my journey and the story and the platform and everything like that, I lived in Costa Rica for 2 years. I just decided to up and go. I didn't have any plans to meet anybody or settle down and live with anybody. I just knew that I wanted to change. I wanted to heal. I wanted to grow as a woman and just as a person. My mom had passed away, I think, the year before, and there was a lot of things that were going on, and I really just needed to grieve and find myself and figure out what I wanted to do with my life, pretty much. So I was at that point where I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I need something. You know what I mean? I know many of you resonate with that. Hey, Mimi, how you doing? Welcome, y'all. Welcome, Mimi. Um, so I decided to go to Costa Rica. It just came to me. I was like, universe, divine source, where do I go? Like, what do I do? Like, how do I accomplish this? I saw videos on YouTube. My colleagues would talk about, oh yeah, I went to Costa Rica. It just kept popping up. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna check it out. So long story short, that's how I ended up there. And while I was there, I lost over 100 pounds. I launched a business that I absolutely love that you guys have been tuning into for like the past 2.5, 3 years now, actually. Whoa. Um, so that's pretty dope. And I just wanted to get on here and talk about it and, finally discuss how all these things are connected. So I was in Puerto Viejo, Costa Rica. It's on the Caribbean side of the country. It's down south, near Panama, and I was just riding. a bicycle one day, and I just felt this overwhelming energy. I forget where I was riding, maybe to the store or to get some fruit or something like that. That was pretty much the norm. Um, so I just felt this overwhelming energy, and I'm like, oh my God, like, what is that? And mind you, beforehand, I had been working on some womb healing. So many of you guys know I had been doing the yoni steams, I had been doing teas, limes and lemons in water. I was just flushing and detoxing. I was taking parasite detoxing kits and all sorts of things, grounding, fasting, water fast, coconut fast, fruit fast, no meat, no fish. Like I went in like in Costa Rica, which contributed to the weight loss and the detoxification, right? And the healing, especially womb healing, and just, just a lot of toxins just were released in that process. So I had already, I guess, started a process of tapping into divine femininity, I guess, through the healing process, if that makes sense. Doing the yoni steams, meditations, doing a lot of dancing and, honoring the body and doing spiritual baths and cleanses. I highly recommend those, okay? So I had already been tapped into divine feminine energy and already had like some sort of connection with um, goddess energy. So I had been drawn to goddess Yemaya for some reason. I resonated with her energy, and she's a beautiful goddess of the ocean and the water, and she's the mother energy, the nurturer, and all of the fish are her children, and she just provides the love and the balance and the harmony throughout her family. And she's sensual and she's beautiful and all these things. And some people depict her as a mermaid or a siren. There's many different depictions of Yemaya, many different spellings as well. So one day I was riding the bicycle and to it, right? I was just like, what I know, it's an archway and it's going on my way home. Like I wasn't paying attention, but the energy caught me. So I passed it and I was just like, wait, what? What was that? So I turned around, I got off the bike and I walked into the archway and I saw a huge statue of goddess Yemaya, like huge. I'm gonna post it in the community section. I actually meant to do that before I went live, but I'm gonna post it afterwards. And it's also on my Instagram page, you guys. If you want to check it out, it's like back in 2018. Okay, but it's huge. It's massive. It's like a freaking building. It's a whole building of goddess Yemaya, and she's depicted as a mermaid with all of the fish under her, and she's just, protecting everybody. So I was just floored. Like I was low key freaking out because I'm like, yo, like I already connected with goddess Yemaya. How the heck am I in Puerto Viejo? Because I was traveling all throughout the country. So I'm like, how am I in Puerto Viejo in this moment, in this time and space, connected with the goddess Yemaya, and I just stumble upon this huge, big ass statue of her. Like, I was like, what is going on? So, so yeah, I took pictures of it, and they had a sign with her name on it. They spelled it, differently in Costa Rica. Than like Africa or Cuba or wherever, right? So it was just it was just amazing. It was like overwhelmingly amazing though. Like like my heart was racing, and I was just so thankful and grateful to see it. So when you guys see that photo, you're gonna be like, whoa, like you could stand next to it and it's stories high, like it's huge. And you know, it's amazing because I did the most um I did the most womb healing and just self-image healing in Costa Rica. And to be able to connect with the goddess energy that strongly, that they would literally manifest in front of my very eyes was pretty profound to me. And it inspired me for the rest of my trip in Costa Rica to tap more into goddess energy and to figure out what that was and how it related to me. Like, why was it, why was it after me? Like, no, but yeah, so that started the whole journey. So I got into goddess spirituality. So, and that was around the time that I launched TiaraSharde, the whole LLC and the whole business structure of it, and the .com, and just kind of letting down my guard and showing who I am. Like, yeah, I be on some psychic shit. I be on my spiritual shit. I love it. I've always been like this. Many of you guys may have saw the video I made before this. I'll tell you a story about my time with the prophet. I spoke about how I came to be this. Okay, if that makes sense. I guess the childhood background, and so you guys can check that out if you haven't seen that. So now here I am in Costa Rica, right? So there I am in Costa Rica. I launched the business. I tapped into my divine femininity and those superpowers that we all have. And men have divine feminine energy too, right? It's all a balance. There are energies that make up the planet. So everything has that yin and yang, that beautiful energy, and we almost balance it. Right. So that's how I gained that within myself. I was able to heal ancestral womb trauma. I was able to heal myself. Like I lost weight. I gained clarity. Like I decided to actively pursue my soul purpose. Up until that point, before I left to Costa Rica, I had already known what my soul purpose was. I've known my whole life in a very amazing way. But I guess it came back to my conscious mind in Costa Rica, like, okay, yeah, this is what we about to do this. Like, all right, like we doing it. I guess taking the trip there at all was me signing up to do what I'm meant to do in this time and space. So that's how I got into goddess spirituality. So goddess spirituality, you all, if you don't know, I know many of you do, but goddess spirituality is just partnering with the goddess energy in the planet, in the universe. That sacred, powerful, amazing feminine energy. And different cultures have different goddesses that represent different aspects of the divine feminine. Okay, so there's Athena, there's Ishtar, there's Lakshmi, there's Kali, there's so many. There's so many. So and it isn't so, when people think of goddess spirituality, they kind of feel like, well, is that like goddess worship? Like, is that a religion? And the thing is that all religions have that feminine principle or that feminine aspect, right? They all have that. Like you have Mother Mary, you have Lilith, if you're into other different paths. So many different feminine principles within religion, and it's because they have spiritual origins, right? These stories, these legends, these myths to explain feminine energy and how it came to be and how you embody it at different points of your life or at different points of the day. You know what I mean? So that is goddess spirituality. It's not so much the worship of a goddess as it is the partnering with goddess energy, with the goddess principle. Okay, so that's how I got into it. All right, so I wanted to do something just a little different tonight, right? So, and also again, take the goddess archetype quiz. Like the links should be in the description underneath. Take it so you know which goddess energy you resonate with, because there's so many, and there's so many different parts of ourselves, right? There's so many different aspects of ourselves. Like we can be angry and really want justice and stand in our truth, and that could be goddess Kali, right? Or we just, we want to speak our truth, we're a warrior, that's goddess Athena. Or we just want to be loving and nurturing, and Ashun or Isis, we want to bring abundance and finance into our lives, so maybe Lakshmi, goddess Lakshmi, right? Ishtar for beauty stuff. Like it's amazing. So I want you to take the goddess archetype quiz. Again, sign up for the free Embodying the Goddess challenge. We go live 3 days out the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 11th through the 13th of March. So that's next week. Okay, so just it's fun just to see which goddess you resonate with, and it brings out abundance and self-love and money and romantic partners and just balance, healing. Like, it's incredible. So you'll be partnering with like-minded goddesses and exploring that. Okay, so I just want to say that. But I wanted to do something a little different on I'll Tell You a Story tonight. I wanted to pull some oracle cards for you guys just to tap into that goddess energy, that beautiful divine feminine energy, and see what the divine wants you to know for all of those who aspire to partner with that goddess energy or want to bring out that goddess energy within themselves. Okay, so the card that came out was the moon, and I thought that was just so profound because I'm like, this is goddess energy at its core. The moon. And the moon pulls the tides. The moon is responsible for our our psyche, how we process. Oh, and there's a full moon. What is it? March 9th. So you guys can join me Monday. I'm gonna post it in the community. I'm gonna set a timer so that we can go live. And it's a super moon right now. Yes, Gigi. Like, yeah, it's. Oh, and I see what you said, Mimi, as well. Oh, wow, that's amazing. I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, my mom transitioned as well a few years ago, so I absolutely understand what you're going through there. So yeah, like the moon, it is the divine feminine principle. It is the feminine principle, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And you see these two goddesses. I hope that glare is not. You see those two goddesses with the afro, and you see that right there. That symbolizes some fears and reservations, and maybe some illusions or disappointments in whatever you're experiencing in your life, because the divine feminine has, and women have gone through quite a bit. Quite a bit. Things have been really out of balance. Many of us, and I speak about it in different videos, but many of us have had to tap way more into masculine energy than we would have liked. So there's been this imbalance within us. And so, that is kind of shown here, like the need to be on track, be in balance, know what you want, and go after that. And I think this is an amazing card. So the second one is the Oracle card is protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. So these two literally popped out of each deck to represent what was going on with the divine feminine on the planet, like the overall energy, right? Protected by angels. Let me show you again. And this is kind of reminiscent of Goddess Athena. So shout out to you guys who got Goddess Athena when you took the archetype quiz. But this is a warrior angel. This is the warrior spirit of the divine feminine energy, that goddess energy. So this could be Athena, right? This could be Kali. Kali is all love, but she don't take no shit. The divine feminine is beautiful. Nature is beautiful. But if a hurricane come through, what you gonna do? So there's that light and dark. There's that yin and yang, even within the divine feminine. Okay, so you have this. So this is to let all of us know that we are protected by angels. Whatever you're going through in this moment, just take it as getting the lessons, getting those lessons. Okay, what is it teaching you, especially within love and relationships? Like, are you taking the lesson, or are you just like, oh, they did this to me and this happened to me and all of this and all of this? Like, no, it's just there to show you to stand in that divine feminine power. Like, what are you allowing? Are you allowing it because you embody that goddess energy, that strength? You are an authority within your own being. You know what I mean? That's what goddess spirituality is. It brings that out within us. Wow, feel that 100. Yeah, Shelly Shell. It's amazing, right? So I love this energy. So putting these two together, I love this energy for the divine feminine. It's like, yes, it's saying, yeah, tap into your intuition, tap into your gifts, try not to be afraid. Experience the emotions and get through it, and then stand in your own power. Like, okay, I learned that I don't like that shit. I actually don't. I actually want this way. Okay, I feel more embodied when this happens, when I do this for myself, or if I stay away from that. It's being really firm in that and knowing that you have the guidance and you have the protection of the ancestors, of that divine feminine energy, of the goddess energy. And I always speak about ancestors and spirit guides because they're everywhere and they're around us and they're just waiting for us to tap in. That's it. They're waiting. And many of us, we weren't taught that that's a thing. I grew up extremely religious and not extremely, there wasn't anything overly negative about it, but you're not taught to really connect that much with angels. Well, in my Christian upbringing, not so much angels. You connect with Jesus, and that's what we do. Jesus and God, and everybody else is everybody else, and this is it. We acknowledge them, but really, it's Jesus and God, and that was that. But with spirituality, it's different. You know that you connect with different energies from different backgrounds because you have so many different aspects within you. So it just makes sense. Like, oh, okay, so now I'm embodying goddess Ishtar. Oh, okay, so let me expand on that. Like, what is this goddess about? How can I use this to bring about healing and nurturing and self-love and romantic love within myself? That's what this is all about. So this is amazing energy. Amazing. Amazing. So yeah, so the divine feminine has had some heartbreaks, some turmoil, some stuff, just some icky stuff and some amazing stuff and some exciting things and just the highs and the lows. So that was the past, but now I see the energy shifting into independence, but independence that is more of a nurturing energy. You remember back in the day, Neil, she's independent. That's why I love her. It's a really cute song. But it's more of a nurturing, empowered, sacred type of energy. It's not quite just fully tapped into the material, right? It's spiritual and material, and it has this really nice balance, and we just roll with that. Look at me. I be doing the most, but we just roll with that amazing energy. So that's what the divine feminine is going through right now. So I mean, I know you guys see it in the media and whatever, that there's a lot of things going on. Like there's the movements, there's the Me Too movements, there's everything, and there's this shout, yeah, fire, right? There's this shout of the divine feminine, of women, like, yo, like we're tired of this shit, bro. Like we're just tired. Like just cut the shit. Enough. So we're coming into this really exciting time. That's why I say like independent, abundant, beautiful, healthy. You have your own business, or you really like your career. And if you didn't like it, then you're not going to really be there too long. You're going to create a strategy to get out and get your own thing running and going and moving. And I know it's really hard because I just winged it. I just took a leap of faith and just launched a business. And I was like, I'm going to figure it out, because it's just, I started expanding so fast and people started requesting things from me so fast, like clients. So I had to just do it. I had no choice. I just had to follow the purpose. Now I'm getting into the energy, and I've been for the past few months, of establishing the business. Like, okay, what's the behind the scenes? Let me figure that out. What's the finance? What's the strategy? And then real life comes into play, right? My own healing, doing my shadow work, my child work, balancing relationships, interpersonal relationships, romantic relationships, family, like, so it's all of that. And it's all like, right? So there is the advice here, my beautiful divine feminine, to just be patient with yourself. Like if there's something that you want to create, or there's something that you want to heal, or you want to do more, you just feel like this push, like this overwhelming push to do more, just be patient with yourself. trust yourself, tap into rituals. I talk about that a lot. So the Embodying the Goddess program is launching in April. We talk about rituals a lot. Rituals are my shit. If you if you've ever booked a ritual with me, then your life is like completely Wheel of Fortune, right? It was down here and I was up there because you're on some island somewhere and you have 3 businesses now. And that's a real freaking testimonial. So my rituals are lit. So if you join the Embodying the Goddess program, you'll have rituals, you'll have resources, you'll have each practice that I did. And of course, sign up for the challenge because you get all of that shit for free. So you get like an introduction of what it would be. And then even if you decide not to do the program, you have this valuable information that you could just take with you, pass down to your daughters and their daughters and their daughters and their daughters and their daughters. Because that's the time that we're moving in. How do I join? Click the link in my website. You can take the goddess archetype quiz so you know which goddess energy you resonate with. And I think it's just great to know. And we'll be expanding on those in the goddess challenge. So you can register for the goddess challenge. It's a big banner on my website. You can't miss it. And it's a free group, free Facebook group. You just sign up with your email and I'll send you the information and things like that. Yeah, many of you may have received the challenge email, actually. If you subscribed to my website, TiaraSharde.com, just subscribe to the website and you'll be able to get the email for all of the information. Okay, so yeah, so things are shifting and moving, and I want us to be patient with ourselves. I want us to really hone in on what we want to create. Where do you see yourself? Like, forget what your parents, like your parents are amazing, I'm sure, but you're welcome, Shalisha. Your family, whatever is what it is. Forget what society has said. Like, who cares what they want you to be and how they want you to show up? Like, really authentically, what do you want? Figure that out. That's the advice for the divine feminine. That's what the goddess energy is channeling to say to you and to me. Be patient and kind and work step by step, and definitely get you some people who rock with you, who fucks with you the long way, because I'm so thankful for the couple and the few that I have in my life, because dude, you're going to need it. You're going to need that support system. And of course, call in the ancestors and your spirit guides and just trust yourself. So yeah. Oh, also, I forgot this, you guys. And I wanted to pull one card for you. So, like, oh my gosh, I'm talking so much. Okay. So these flew out too. No, this was behind the deck. And if any of you have watched my videos or have been wanting to learn how to read cards from me, I like to look at the bottom of the deck. It's like the behind the scenes. Like, okay, like what's going on behind these curtains, right? So this is Gates of Triumph and Mystic Healer. That's what's going on behind the curtains. This is what the divine energy is moving into. This is what partnering with goddess energy will move you into. Someone who's psychic and connected to nature, connected to the divine, connected to their higher self. And they're walking into the gates of triumph there. They're just abundant and there's just no stopping them. Whatever they want to create, they literally create it. It's too much. It's so amazing. Oh my goodness. I don't know if outsiders heard us like talking about this. They're gonna be like, yo, they're weird. Like, what are they talking about? That's why you're gonna be where you're at. You're gonna stay there stagnant and stuck while we embody this amazing energy. Okay. This is what we gonna be on. All right. You see her levitating? Wait a minute. You see her levitating? Listen, she not playing with y'all. It says Mystic Healer. That's the feminine principle that has esoteric knowledge. She's psychic. She's intuitive. She can manifest. You can't stop her from manifesting whatever she wants. You can't. Like, clarified by this. You can't. How? So that's what we're moving into. What do they say? Period, poo. Period poo. Like, who created that? That is hilarious. But yeah, so that is the end of I'll Tell You a Story. I know I was on here forever, but that was my experience with a goddess and goddess energy, and that's how it changed my life. So I only talk to y'all about the shit I know. Like, I just know that I know what I know about this. I know it to be facts. And that's it. And I'm just gonna give it to y'all. If y'all receive it, great. If not, great. But it changed my life. It sure the fuck did. So excuse me, I'm all cursing. But y'all know me. Like I like to keep it real with y'all. I don't want to be fake and phony. I'm on an authentic journey. I be up here telling on myself like every day. So whatever. But anyway, that's the end of I'll Tell You a Story. Make sure you look in the description box for the new schedule. Make sure you see that video. I posted a video. It was like an hour and 30 minutes. It was long as heck, but it was amazing. Like, oh my gosh, you guys' energy is through the roof. We had so much connection and breakthroughs and just amazing bonding through one video. So make sure you check out that video. And because of that, and you guys really supported it and you booked appointments with me after that video, I decided to offer it again, just to make it a part of the regular schedule. So make sure you check out the schedule for video posting. All right. So that's it. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. So peace and love. Have a great night. Mwah. Love y'all.